Of two periods of play, Bruins leading the Sabres by a score of 2-1. A lot of playoff history between these two clubs. This is the 7th series between the teams when you cover the 80s and the 90s, but ironically enough, this is only the second time that Boston and Buffalo have played in the conference semifinals. The first time they met resulted in a memorable 7-game series in 1983. After defeating the Quebec Nordiques 3-1 in the opening round of the 1983 playoffs, the Adams Division champion Boston Bruins, led by Jerry Cheevers, took on the third-place Buffalo Sabres, coached by Scotty Bowman, in the division finals. In Game 1, the Bruins jumped out to a 3-1 lead, courtesy of 2 Raymond Bourque goals, but the Sabres didn't break. Future Sabres coach Lindy Ruff scored 2 goals within 62 seconds to knot the game at 3. And then Tony McKechnie followed with 2 goals of his own, as Buffalo took the opening game in the best of 7.
Almost identical to the one he scored before.
The heavily favored Bruins got revenge in Game 2 at home by jumping to a 4-0 lead behind great play from Mike Krushelnyski and Rick Middleton. Bruins goalie Pete Peters made some great saves as Boston tied the series with a 5-3 win.
Magnificent stop by Pete Peters.
The series moved to Buffalo for Games 3 and 4 as Sabres goalie Bob Sauvé started his 3rd straight game in the nets. Barry Peterson tied the game at 3 for the Bruins with his 5th goal of the playoffs. But with 2:58 remaining in regulation, defenseman Mike Ramsey delivered the game winner for the Sabres.
Scores! Mike Ramsey, a wrist shot set up by Brent Peterson and Andre Savard, and the Sabres lead 4-3.
Game 4 showed Boston Bruins dominance with a big 6-2 win. The line of Mike Krushelnyski, Barry Peterson, and Rick Middleton combined for 12 points on the night, as Peterson and Middleton each scored twice and combined for 7 assists. Suddenly, the series had become a best of 3, heading back to Boston for Game 5. And Game 5 was a disaster for the Buffalo Sabres. The Bruins began with a 2-0 lead in the first 3 minutes of the game and continued the onslaught by scoring 5 goals in the first period on 7 shots.
Here comes Middleton. One man to beat. Hauser over the line. Shifts. Beats him. Scores! Short-handed goal! Rick Middleton!
The final score, 9-0, as the Bruins took the series lead 3-2. Game 6 took place in Buffalo and started with Lindy Ruff battling Keith Crowder early. The Bruins jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead after goals from Brad Park and Tom Fergus. But by the 3rd period, the score was tied at 3. And once again, Lindy Ruff made his presence felt with the game-winning goal.
Lindy Ruff put it home. Lindy Ruff puts in the rebound of a Mike Ramsey shot, and it's 4-3 Buffalo.
And the Sabres captured Game 6, tying the series at 3 games apiece. The deciding match, Game 7, was played in Boston, and the Sabres jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead after 2 goals from Rick Sealing.
Between the pads of Pete Peters.
In the 3rd period, a steal by Rick Middleton from Lindy Ruff resulted in Barry Peterson scoring the Bruins' first goal. Then Brad Park, in his final season with the Bees, came up big. The game went into overtime, and the Bruins applied pressure early, hoping to capture the series with a quick victory.
It's knocked away. Park with it. Scores! Brad Park wins the game! Brad Park, a rebound! And the Bruins win 3-2!
Brad Park's outstanding play in Game 7 was a great storybook ending as the Bruins won the 7-game series from the Sabres 4-3.